Welcome. There we go. You happy?
Yeah.
Lethal Weapons Podcast, episode 20-something, 26 maybe, 27. One of them.
Shambles this.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry. Should we start again? I'm joking. We've got two guests with us today. We've got Mike Carter.
Yo.
Returning.
Return. Yeah.
Just like return.
Yeah.
As I put it to someone, I'm going to be your third.
Yeah.
And then I found out what that meant.
And you were even more keen.
Yes, yeah.
And I just found out before. I was quite honoured.
And we've got Jack Wood with us.
Oh, it's nice. First time on here. So,
Hi,
yeah.
Jack. You alright, mate?
Yeah, I'm good.
Sounds.
It's right round. I'm the first time in Altrincham as well.
Is it?
Wow.
You've done well here, lads, haven't you? Podcast in Altrincham.
Yeah.
The rent's all right, apparently, isn't it?
Yeah, it's,
Cost of living hasn't touched us, mate.
Yeah.
I don't pay.
Yeah.
yeah, it's nice if you need like a hummus sandwich and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hummus. Hummus.
There's two ways to spell it as well, isn't there?
Is there?
You can do it Hummus, but I think there's a Houm.
I'd go for that. Well, I'm dyslexic, so I was probably about 5 or 6.
Yeah. It's just chickpea spread, isn't it?
That one.
Yeah, that one there. That gook. Yeah. So how are we all?
Wow.
Yeah,
No.
not bad. Bit tired, but I'm all right.
Lovely to have you back, Mike.
Very glad to be here.
Yeah, absolutely buzzing to have you back, mate.
Oh, thank you.
Why are you tired?
Because I make poor life choices. I didn't go to bed till half 2.
What for? Just for giddiness. So excited about today. It's
Yeah.
Christmas for you. To be sat in a room with 3 other men.
Well,
With purple lights.
again, purple lights.
I'm going to be a third.
I'm going to be
Finally! Bronze medal in it.
a bronze medal.
I don't want to go to sleep in case you wake up and it's a dream.
Well, I did get the news late on that Purple Aki isn't dead.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've seen a picture.
And he's
online.
here tonight.
He's our fifth.
Oh my god.
Hang on.
How is he still about? Because, like, the rumours, like, I went to, like, school, like, around, like, Oldham.
Yeah.
And he was rumored. He was like, don't go over there. Pepper Black is about. And there was rumours of him then.
How old are you, Jack?
I'm 30. I'm 30 this year.
I'm 36, and I can remember being 5 or 4, and he's from Toxteth, I think, or he grew up in Toxteth anyway. And I remember people saying Purple Aki lives in the flats at the bottom of the road. He didn't do it, deserted. But if he catches you, he carves his name into your bum.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was the I'm from St Helens, and we had the exact same thing.
I didn't think he'd have like that nimble fingers because it's
No,
quite.
he's a big. Well, his thing is muscles, isn't it? He doesn't carve people up.
No.
I think he's got a podcast.
He
do all right.
definitely should have a podcast.
You'd listen,
shouldn't he?
wouldn't you?
Yeah.
If he has it,
Every other fucker does. don't they?
There's one on YouTube called, I don't know if you know Stephen French,
No.
former Liverpool gangster, but someone called the Many-Faced God, really funny Scouse meme guy, does Pardon My French, the Stephen French podcast. And Purple Aki is his Joe Rogan pull that up guy on it.
Wow.
And like he does things like Idris Elba's a guest at one point, and he's like, "Would you sign me bag for life, Idris?" And like touching muscles isn't weird.
It's weird.
Yeah,
It is. It is.
If you had a
weird.
podcast, we could sell them the lights.
Good. Because the purple.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Thinking of branding.
Yeah. Russell Branding.
Oh,
Sorry.
How long was that?
That
How
was
long was
a
that
long
until
bit.
that got mentioned?
That was 4 minutes 57
under
seconds.
5 minutes.
We're talking about Purple Aki, and you had to lower the tone.
Just Sex Pest. You're talking about a Sex Pest, wasn't you? Yeah, that came out, didn't it?
It did.
Yeah.
Not good. That.
No.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, just not a good person, is he? We'll just leave it there.
No.
Well,
Yeah.
it's all right if you.
No, he's not. No, no, Joe, he's not.
Okay.
So, what yourself, Jack? How did you? What got you into this sort of comedy world? And
Well, I guess I started out presenting.
yeah,
So I was a presenter, but I got into presenting because I listened to podcasts. Like the first podcast I remember listening to when podcasts first started was the Ricky Gervais show.
yeah.
And it's when it's free to download, and I was like, I didn't understand. And I remember like going on a family holiday, we'd have it on the car, and I was like, how are they making money? Because they were like, oh, someone pays them to do this. I went, no one's paying them to do that. They're just talking crap. And I was like, they were like, yeah. I was like, can I do that? They were like, maybe. I was like, well, I'm fucking trying. And that was my whole life goal, is just for someone to pay me to talk shit.
Yeah.
And so far, it's sort of vaguely working. I'm not wealthy, but I'm getting by.
Yeah.
And I'm currently residing at my mum's, but that's beside the point. But that's just at the moment, just saving up for a flat. But still, yeah, it's an interesting one. So I did that for a while, and then I moved to London because I got offered a job there. And while I was there, I did this comedy course just because I thought it'd help with my presenting. Like maybe just like coming up with stuff off the cuff.
Yeah.
And I loved it. It was with this guy called Logan Murray. And he was on like an episode of Peep Show. Do you know when Mark stalks that woman in the shoe shop?
Yeah.
And he goes back in and he asks the person, he goes, where is she?
Yeah,
he's the guy that tells her where he's going. So I was like,
okay.
right, well, you've been on Peep Show. So that's better than anyone I've met on the circuit so far. Right, I'll do your comedy course. And it was great fun. And I enjoyed it. And I think I started in London, but if I'm honest, I thought getting 2 gigs a month was really good.
What?
Yeah.
In London as well?
Yeah, like in London. And it was bringers. So sometimes I'd turn up to a gig and then I'd be ready to do like a 5-minute set, and I'd be like, oh, you're on your way? And he'd be like, no, and I couldn't do my set.
It's mad, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think it's dead counterproductive, really. If you're giving your time up for now, you shouldn't. But I get why they do it, but I'm glad they don't do it here.
Yeah.
You know?
There's a million gigs in London, isn't there? But that's the issue. There's a million gigs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's so many comics, and there's some amazing comics, and people can. I didn't work out how you got up through the scene. I probably wasn't trying hard enough really when I was in London, and then I moved back up north last year, and it's just I loved the scene. It's just been great. Like
It's amazing, isn't it?
everyone's like really friendly, and everyone's. Do you know, like, I've not found anyone who wants to step on you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. 100%.
Where everyone's like, oh, you should do my gig. Come do my gig. Oh, you'd be really good for that. And then you get recommended for stuff like, there's the Northwest Forum, which I fucking hate. Like, I hate Facebook for starters. And, and then it's people who live and breathe by it. And then
Facebook does my head in with all the rules, and I'm if I write something, they're proud of it. You know, I've put letters in right order, and then you get someone going, no, you put it there, or it's wrong, or you shouldn't ask this in. You're like, well, I'm only asking because you know what I mean. I want to know.
And it's like, that's the only time I felt it's a bit gatekeepy.
Yeah.
Is weirdly online, but then you meet the people in the family, they're like, oh yeah, come on, right, of course you can do my gig, and like great, and like most of the gigs I've got have been through someone seeing me do like an open mic set and gone, come do mine. Then you meet someone there and they go, oh, I also do a gig, and you end up like in the middle of nowhere in Wigan in a pub performing for someone's nan, and you're like, great, thanks for booking me, mate.
That'd be yours. She loves the comedy.
She does. Yeah. She does.
I've not said hello.
Yeah.
I looked at the mic then.
You looked at them.
I love it. You perked up when I said nan. You were like, yeah, nans. The real lifeblood of the comedy scene here in the Northwest. Expendable income. Come on.
I'm a granddad, mate. So you know.
You're a granddad?
Yeah, so
no way.
Off.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Twice. I got 2 granddaughters.
Wow.
So there you go. So I'm allowed to look at.
Is that why you've got the beard?
Yeah, I had to be double chin that.
No way.
Yeah.
Have you done the old dressing up as Father Christmas then?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Did you dye your beard or did you keep the beard the same? So he was a ginger father. That's confusing for the kids.
Because he was originally.
Well, he was originally ginger.
Yeah.
Is that
So
what you
you were
explained
playing
to
a
them?
young Father
When
Christmas.
Coca-Cola changed it from when Coca-Cola changed it from green, and he did the beard white as well.
What? Oh.
So you were like the non-commercial Father
taking it
Christmas.
out.
Obviously,
You were sicking it to the man. Holidays are coming. You were like, fuck off. No, they're not.
Yeah. Well, you got, haven't you? That's what Christmas is all about. It shouldn't be a commercial thing.
No, it's true. So did you? But were you Red Santa then?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, then
I'm Russian as well.
You're Russian.
Yeah. That's why I was Red Santa. No, yeah, well, I was Red Santa, yeah.
It was communist Christmas.
That was the suit that
Everyone
I got
gets
on,
the same present.
Yeah.
And if there's any children listening, Santa is real.
Santa is
Don't
real.
want to spoil it,
100%.
you know what I mean?
He just needs help every now and again.
Yeah.
Chinese manufacturers.
Do you like that? Like keeping that magic alive for him?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, if there's any kids listening, stop for like 10 minutes. When did you realise he wasn't real though?
Yeah. I remember my mum telling me. I was only little.
Your mum told you?
Yeah, because it was probably
Brutal.
about 14.
It's just getting sad now, Joe.
Yeah,
I was genuinely genuinely gutted. And the Tooth Fairy as well. I believed in the Tooth Fairy, and then the Rock spoiled that for me.
You stopped when the film came out being like, that's the wrong casting. I don't believe in it anymore. It's in too much.
Yeah. I think, I remember my mum sitting me down and telling me.
Really?
Yeah.
I realised it.
I don't ever remember believing in it.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
genuinely. Like, I genuinely
That's-
don't ever remember believing in
Yeah,
it.
you saddest thing I've heard.
Really?
No.
That's why he's got a sleigh, not a car.
It's just a Nova with no wheels on it.
Too poor for imagination.
That's exactly what it was, I think, because I got fuck all.
You get Father Christmas or rugby. That's what you've got.
That's it, yeah. So we all believed in rugby. The rugby gods. We had, I don't ever remember believing in that. For me, Paul Newlove.
Is it?
Yeah. Well, that's super niche, that. There's not going to be many people.
He didn't come round your house in December.
I was going to say, what did he bring?
Trophies. Trophies.
Gold then.
Yeah. I don't ever remember believing in anything like that.
Really?
No.
No wonder you're not
No.
superstitious, sir.
That's it.
Just jaded.
Just logical.
Did they try or you just went, you're not having it? Even at 3, you're like, no chance.
I don't know. I honestly can't remember. I don't know if it's trauma. And I just, you just block bits off. But no, I just don't ever remember believing in that.
Have you got superstition, Jack? Do you have superstition?
I salute magpies.
Yeah,
What the fuck is this with people?
I've never heard that one.
Salute magpies. It's like
Only if you've
1 for
got one,
sorrow,
yeah.
2 for joy, 3 for a girl, 4
I've
for a
heard
boy.
that,
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's
6
not...
for silver.
But in your mind,
Yeah.
like, if
8
you,
for secret.
why?
Because it's like, there's the bit in my head that I'm like, I know it's not real, but I'm like, but if it's not?
Yeah.
Like, that bit in your head and you're like, well, I might as well do it. It's not going to cost me much, is it? If I had to pay £1 every time I saw a magpie, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I just don't, like, there's no... How?
Be a great
how
job,
can
wouldn't
it
it?
possibly...
Magpie collection.
Yeah.
I saw you then. That was sneaky sniping.
You've reminded me, we had a bit where magpies were like digging up our back garden and my uncle was forever raging about it. And I'm half asleep this Sunday and I heard him going, "Fucking magpies!" And then I roll over and I just hear him shouting at me, "Nan, it's fine! There's no law against killing a magpie!" And I was like, what the fuck has he done?
You come out, he's just wearing them around his neck.
Magpie
Salute me!
No, I just duvet over the head. Let him do what he's doing.
Yeah, ignore that one.
Yeah.
Do you have
ignore
any
that.
suspicions?
Superstitions. Not that I can think of, but I probably do. I remember thinking for a while I was being haunted by my granddad.
What? Really?
It was my granddad died, and
He haunted you while he was alive. It's called stalking.
yeah,
Where's my fucking sheep
generational
gone again?
trauma.
Yeah.
No, we got a new TV not long after he died.
To celebrate.
Yeah, no,
That's the money coming through, innit?
Yeah.
Well, what it was,
Get the plasma.
he
It's what you'd have wanted.
Yeah, what is it about when someone dies? Then for some reason, like, you can have anything.
Yeah,
You can be
yeah.
like, I remember my granddad died quite recently, and I was like, oh,
new telly.
yeah, and it's like, but then anything that you do for like a week, it's like, it was what he would have wanted.
Yeah.
I was like, specifically, he did not want me to go to Scotland to watch a band. He's like, no, your granddad would have wanted that. It's like, he's never expressed that in his
He'd
life.
probably preferred you to go to the funeral.
Yeah.
No, we got this new telly. It was months after he died. But he always hated that I was a night owl. He'd always say to me, "I'll catch up to you. And I was downstairs.
You did this morning, no?
Yeah, it fucking has. And I started hearing a voice coming from the living room. And I heard it every night for a while, about 3 o'clock in the morning. This voice. Telly wasn't on, but it was the software in the TV updated every night at 3 o'clock, and the radio came on. So I'd hear this voice and 3 o'clock's when they broadcast the news. So I'd hear this authoritative voice coming out the living room and be like, "All right, I'm going to bed now."
You thought it was your granddad
Yeah.
keeping you up to date on current affairs.
Oh, when he was living, you never knew. I was going to say Hugh then, you can't say that now. No. But you never realised how much he sounded like Aretha Chakrabarti.
Great impressions now he's dead.
I mean, I knew he had some dodgy views, like, but he shouldn't do the accent.
That's niche, innit? That was a good name, that.
Yeah, to pull out of your
nowhere.
arse there.
Considering you couldn't say superstition.
Yeah. And you could have gone George Alagaya, Moira Stewart.
Yeah, Moira.
Oh, is Moira still alive?
I don't know.
I don't know any news people.
Do you know?
No.
They must be worried about their jobs, mustn't they? Because that's so easy to do with AI.
Yeah.
Literally just being like, plug it in, read it out, done.
And there's got to be a point now where people are just like, I don't want it anymore. I don't want the news. It's so fucking sad. Like all the time.
Well, they don't even do the positive story at the end now, do they?
Like
dog water
ski,
skiing or something.
Yeah, exactly.
I missed that.
I like that.
The squirrel can play the piano.
That's really...
Actually, Northwest Tonight still does. Do you know what? My mum tapes it. She goes,
Tapes it?
Yeah, she tapes Northwest just in case she misses it.
Please tell me it's still on a VHS tape.
It would be. Sky Plus, mate, still on that.
We've got a fucking VHS player.
Have you actually?
Yeah, my uncle won't let it go.
Oh, I love that.
It'll come back into fashion, man.
Yeah,
like the hipsters. It'll come back through being like, if you want to watch it properly, you got to watch it on a pre-recorded cassette tape. Yeah. That's the way, like, Wes Anderson wants it, to be honest.
And you had to put a little bit of sellotape over the square, didn't you? So you could tape over it.
You know what I watched the other... Because we got it out for some reason. Long play. I watched something I'd recorded in long play. Wow. It's like I was gone blind. I was like, how did I watch this for 3 hours back in the day and be happy?
Do you know what we used to have to when I remember videos being invented? And the trick once...
You are a granddad. I can see it now.
You used to put tape over the display. So it didn't flash in the window and then people knew you had a video and it'd rob you.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, that's just brought a memory back. My nan and granddad used to put a cushion over it.
Yeah. I remember saying, put it over there just in case.
Yeah.
God, that's probably...
That's what
Your
baddies
mum
look
in
for.
Northwest Tonight.
Yeah. Oh, she loves it. But they do have, like, nice things at the end. It's like... Oh, these old people have learned how to sing. And now they're going on tour. Like that. And it's like, and they bring one of them in and they're just confused. They're like going like, do you like it? And they're going, I'm not sure, actually.
I love it when they bring people on the news who definitely shouldn't be on the news. Have you ever seen the video of the two lads from Wigan who, they was on a bus back from school and the bus crashed? I don't know if you've ever seen the video. Try and find it. And these people were helping people off the bus. These two young lads from Wigan. And they just sound... horrific. Like just completely just fucking wide-eyed, deer in the head, like yeah, well, I just wanted to get them off bus. And I thought if I get one off bus and then I'll go back on and then I'll get another one off bus. And it was just the best fucking video.
Do you think this is why there are any
beautiful
superheroes from Wigan? Because imagine like let's imagine like Spider-Man
He's super obese.
It's okay, it's part of my set.
That's fat shame.
I'm not
It's not that I can do it now because
Does that worry you then? You got to rewrite your set if the more weight you lose.
I'll stay fat enough just so I can keep doing it. Just so I can keep until I'm finished with this 10 minutes. Then I'll be like, right, I'll really get on it now. But I'll stay fat enough to do this 10 minutes for the next 12 months or so.
You've done well, haven't you? Stone and a half.
Stone and a half, mate. Yeah,
There you go.
impressive. 6 weeks.
It's good,
6
man.
weeks.
What are you doing for it then?
Cancer.
So anyone can try it.
1 in 4 will be successful.
Santy wanks a day.
I watch nothing but David Goggins and just get dead inspired. Yeah, just eating chicken and leaves and just losing sadness.
Would you do that? What's his name? Wicks.
Joe.
Yeah, Joe Wicks.
Yeah. Oh, I'm more Joe Twix, aren't I?
I went the other way and went John Wick.
Do what you want if they get your dog back, a sort of thing.
Yeah.
Anything for some coin.
Yeah. So yeah, is it just eating? It's just to change your diet.
Yeah, I started doing intermittent fasting, so I eat between 12 and 7.
Anything you want.
No.
Yeah.
I still stick to like chicken and leaves mainly.
I think
cottage cheese I've been eating a lot of.
I think intermittent fasting is a creation of gym culture.
Mate, it's just missing breakfast. That's all
Yeah,
it
that's
is.
all it is. It's like
That's literally all it is.
Who knew, like, not eating food for a bit?
Yeah.
You're supposed to have fucking gaps between.
Yeah.
That's the mistake I've made now.
Yeah.
I don't have gaps.
Yeah. Because I used to be like, my thing was like, I never had big portions of food. That was the thing. Like everyone would assume you used to have massive. I didn't. I'd eat little, but all the fucking time. Yeah.
Little
but just like constantly grazing and snacking and
Haribo tapas.
Sandwiches. Fucking love sandwiches. So much sandwiches. Yeah.
Do you remember those like secret eater programs? And they'd be like, I don't know why I'm so fat. And then they'd video him and they'd be like going like, they had food in their hand like every 5 minutes. They'd be like, that's why. That's why. And it was like, I thought nuts were healthy. And it's like these like honey roasted like a big tin of them.
Chocolate coated.
I go for a jar a day. And they're like, well, that's
Nuts are
what
good
it is.
Yeah, but that's a Snickers. Yeah. It's not.
I
Really
always
the
have
same.
the same problem with these articles where it's like, you know, Mary gave up 12 KFC bucket a day habit, and you won't believe what happened.
She's dead.
Yeah. Oh, did she lose weight or did she turn into a fucking dragon?
Definitely turn into a dragon. Just some angry fucking dragon. Missing all the sodium. Because I just had to start doing it, and I hate it. To be fair, the first week was fucking horrific.
Yeah.
Like, really, really bad. Now I'm just used to the sadness.
It's just food's such a joy for me.
It is, same.
And it's
I'm
like
a foodie.
to be sat there and going, what, like, do you know, fish and a rice cake guy? That's sort of like what
Oh.
fish
Remember
and a
him?
rice
Have you
cake.
seen him now, though?
Yeah.
Proper built.
He's a carp.
What, he should be. He's steamed fish and a rice cake. Yeah, I mean, if you don't get ripped on that diet, what the fuck else are you doing
I don't
with your
like
life?
fish.
Or do you like rice cakes? Because you know
Rice
there's a lot of
cakes
weight
are
if you just do the
alright,
rice cake
but
diet.
I don't like fish. No.
Nah, I love fish, mate. But I love a bit of everything. Like I don't want to restrict myself. So like life's. I know you can do all that Joe Wicks thing, which is like cook really nice, healthy food, but I've not got 3 hours every day.
It's 3 hours and 8 million quid.
Yeah.
Someone got me your favourite actually. Forgot his name.
Oh, Oliver. Jamie Oliver.
book for Christmas.
Con.
So I said,
The con Oliver. 10-minute meals, fuck off. For
Yeah.
you,
Yeah.
a professional chef.
Yeah, 100%.
well, I tell you what, we had to get financing Waitrose. That's how fucking bad it was. We bought the ingredients. It cost 65 quid, I think.
Fucking hell. And
You're going to Waitrose.
First mistake.
The book. No, it was Sainsbury's, I think.
everything with him's clotted cream and full butter as well. As
yeah.
But you can't have a fucking turkey dinosaur.
Oh.
Why not?
Because he fucking hates them, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Have you never seen that documentary?
In his defence, have you had a turkey twizzler since? They are rank.
No, the new ones are shit. The old
Yeah, the new ones are
quality.
shit. Yeah,
the old
all
ones-
completely agree.
When they took the cardboard out,
Yeah.
it lost its soul, in my
Pink,
opinion.
pink goo, mate. Pink meat flavoured goo.
It was amazing.
That documentary is hilarious, though.
The Jamie Oliver one.
Yeah, where he's like, I'm going to show these kids how it's made. And like,
love
you
it.
still want to eat it? And like, yeah.
Makes all these chicken nuggets from this mush, doesn't he? And he's like, now, do you want to eat it now?
And all the fucking Iceland mums are at the school fence doing contraband food.
That happened in Sheffield. It was down the road from my grand's like house. They were putting fish and chips through the railings. Imagine that the parents were that dedicated. They came out of work, bought fish and chips, and shoved them through the railings. It was like, that's the biggest screw
A
you.
lad I know was selling contraband at school because he banned salt. So he was going McDonald's before and KFC before school.
When did
all
you
the
go to
salt
school
and
in the
then
Roman
selling
Empire?
it.
They banned salt. That's no, you've had too much of your ration.
I'm sure it was
They got
Jamie
paid
Oliver
in
that-
salt.
Yeah.
When they were cleaning chimneys.
That's mad.
Well, she used to be my sister-in-law's a teaching assistant, and there was a kid at her school who got caught selling sips of Prime for £2.
Sips of prime.
Prime.
And he offered her a bottle to get out of detention.
No
Did it
way.
work?
No.
No.
I'm going to sneeze. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
All right, let's get ready. It's another click.
It's not coming.
Oh no, you said it. Yeah.
Oh.
They say it's like an orgasm, don't they?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know.
It's supposed to be a third of an orgasm.
A third of an
Yeah,
orgasm.
that's the same. That's why it's so satisfying in the third. Did you have munchmen at school?
Munchmen?
We had munchmen.
I don't know what a
Is
munchman
that like a
And
roadman
and
but
munch
for
women.
sweets?
Yeah.
Oh.
So they go to like home bargains and they'd like just
Sorry,
buy
home and bargain.
home and bargains.
Oh, no,
Okay.
don't add the and in it. You're in Manchester,
No,
mate.
no, I'm not having it. It's a Scouse firm.
They went to home and bargains, and they get like a ton of like Haribo, like whatever was on offer. They buy it. It was always gone off because they buy like discount. They come to school with it in the bags, and they charge you like if they buy it for like 10p. They charge you like £1, and they just walk around school and sell it. And they were called munch men and munch women.
No, we know. I mean, we had that, but we never called them anything.
Yeah, they had an official.
We used
term.
to rent porn mags out for 50p a night.
Oh my god.
Wank men.
Yeah, we didn't have the internet. Yeah, why then? Didn't have the internet, you see, so it was like a proper good currency.
God, you wouldn't want to rent that. Like, how many people's that been round? You'd be like, nah, I'm not having a tertiary.
There's
wank
only page
one.
17 that I can fucking look at.
Yeah, no, I can't.
Everything
wank.
else is just stuck.
You're having to wank over the crossword. That is it is a provocative word, but still.
Are we all old enough to remember finding porn in bushes?
Yes,
Yeah.
100%.
Well, that's where all my bookbinding skills come from. You have to dry them out and then rebuild them.
Try them out. Fucking hell,
No,
Joe.
no, because they got wet in the edge.
Yeah, I'm sure they
Yeah.
Who was tossing them into edges like that? Though, who was buying them being like that?
I think the government.
Desensitise the youth.
Yeah, the employed people. It's cheaper than like a sex education program.
You'd be amazed.
Let's get some razzles in here.
What, this will stop the uprising?
Yeah.
Fake tits.
I mean, I've never seen a pair that failed to make me smile.
That is so true. Even
Yeah.
even not good ones. You're like, oh, bless them.
You know, sex is like pizza. I have to pay for it. But no, you'd be surprised.
And you can make your own.
Yeah, but
But it's not as good if you just get out your fridge.
To be fair, it's better hand tossed.
yeah,
It brings a
By
whole
a
new meaning
professional.
to stuff.
And the Italians perfected it in my eyes.
A whole new meaning to stuffed crust.
but I used to, back in the day before I had internet at home, used to go and talk to the girlfriend I had at the time in the library, but on MSN and that. And there was a fella who used to routinely have a wank in Central Library in Liverpool, watching porn.
Oh, well, I thought you meant watching you.
No, it was just like,
But you should have seen the things I was saying to her. It's like, go on, lad.
I'm 14. I don't know what I was fucking doing.
You can have all that piece.
I can't wait to hold hands awkwardly.
My name's Purple Aki.
But yeah, he'd always have the same spot, and he'd always be watching porn as much as you could on like the aisle up and that in the corner.
Didn't he get in trouble? Like,
Eventually, yeah.
put a sign up, no wanking.
So I mean, I was 14. I told on him after the second time.
Fucking
Like,
snitch.
He's ruining my rhythm. I think they're giving up libraries though, because I went to with Monty, who was on your podcast a bit ago. I went to he was like, let's meet in this Manchester Central Library, and I've never been because I've got a PC at home. And I went in and I went down to the toilets, and they put some PCs right next to the toilets.
Oh.
Literally, you could smell the toilets from there, and I'm like, you just don't care anymore. Like, it's like out of the way from public view, they've gone, right, if you're going to have a wank, do it
Do
there.
it next to the toilet.
Do it next to the toilets. So, they've just, it's sad, isn't it?
What's that dead nice library called in Manchester?
Probably is a Central Library one.
No, the Central Library's a big round one, isn't it?
Yeah,
There's
it's
a
pretty
dead
nice.
old-fashioned one that's like Hogwarts. I can't remember what it's called. It'll come to me.
Yeah. I do like
Why do you fancy a wank? Or?
Yeah.
That'd be like ye old wank.
Yeah.
That'd be good though. If you do everyone's like this, bring back the old traditions. Imagine if you did a wank tour across the UK's libraries to try and like raise awareness of it being like, look, they're in trouble of shutting down all these pervert men in Max. Come on, we're gonna stop it.
Just going to all the ones in the middle of council estates would be rough though, wouldn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Imagine
Like
that.
the community libraries.
You'd watch if Danny Dyer did it though, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
Danny
you would.
Dyer's most dangerous libraries.
you just won't fucking believe this, but it's 100% true. My local library was so rough. We had a bouncer.
No.
Swear to God.
I believe it because you've just told me you went and watched someone wanking.
No, that's the library in town. That was nicer. The one up the road from my house was in a sports centre, and it used to just have 2 computers.
Bloody hell.
Then it got done up to the point where it had like 12. So all the kids used to fucking bomb in there and do kicking off and you playing music and everything. So they had to get a bouncer. Like, I had a kid sit behind me, and my hair wasn't this long then, but it was long enough, and it tried to set my hair on fire with a lighter while I was sitting in there using the internet.
Bloody hell. You did not have a good time in libraries, did
No.
you?
I got chased home with a dog.
Shh.
I was like, I got my phone robbed because I was sitting in the library and he robbed my phone. Maddest thing I had, I was going through my punk phase. I was wearing my Blink 182 t-shirt and that.
You're going for your punk phase, and you're bringing this up about going to the library.
Yeah,
It's a strong phase.
I was a proper rebel. Yeah, I was like, I love books.
Bring it back in 2 days, whatever.
So I'm sat there in my Blink 182 t-shirt, and this lad goes to me, "What are you, a fucking goth then?" These little scally kids, and I went, "No, I'm a punk." He goes, "Don't you fucking say that to the lads at the shops, they'll kill you." And I went, "I won't then."
Very punk of you.
That's good community, that. You know, looking after you, isn't it?
But did you have that at school? Like in my school, you were either a chav or a mosher. You had
Yeah.
to be one of the two.
Tribes.
You couldn't be anything else. I was like, well,
I was ginger, you see. I was excluded from
Yeah,
No,
you
you
were
were-
gentrified.
They were the worst minority in school.
Yeah.
So me and my mate, we used to hang around with the chav kids who used to like smoke weed and were like fucking what they call them sovereigns.
Oh, yeah.
And the girls with the doll on the necklace, all that sort of stuff. But me and him were like really into Westlife, so. So yeah, It's fucking dead true.
Don't let Bon Jovi find out.
I know, and I only found Bon Jovi later in life.
Right.
So me and him, like, we'd hang around with the chav kids, and they'd be in the trackies and the Rockports and stuff, and we'd be in double denim, like denim jacket, jeans.
Just always sat on stools.
Yeah. Collars up.
In a line.
Collars up quick. Yeah, we really fucking stood out in that little group.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I never
yeah.
you down for Westlife. So.
Oh mate, I loved Westlife.
Did you?
Yeah.
What's the best Westlife song?
When you're looking like that.
I didn't even hesitate.
No.
Best album?
Coast to Coast.
Wow.
Yeah. Nothing.
Didn't they get back together
He
recently?
did without the Brian.
Yeah, without Brian.
Dead weight anyway. I want to.
Yeah.
Mark
Mark never got the credit he deserved either. Do you
Who
know
was
what
the
I
one
mean?
that run himself over?
Oh,
that's his 17.
That was his
17 on it,
17.
Brian Harvey.
He ate 4 potatoes. Apparently, he ate like 4 tuna potatoes, tuna baked potatoes, and ran his own head over because he was leaning out the car to throw up.
Yeah. Fell out the car.
Incredible.
He overdosed on jacket potatoes.
Overdosed on spuds.
That's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah.
Icon to fat men.
Yeah, he is.
He was needed. Wanted NJB
Oh.
on the British schools. Education.
Did you not like any cheesy bands? Like any you think like
I used to like
Metallica.
Creed.
Shakira. I quite like.
Creed, man. I used to get slated for liking Creed. Creed were fucking great.
Oh, they're so naff though if you watch the music videos. They're so overblown and Christian, and
Yeah.
he oversings everything.
But I love it. I still like Creed.
I still like
I can
Creed.
still blast Creed when
Yeah.
I'm driving. Yeah.
What were you
100%.
saying, Jack? What was your
Shakira, man.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong
I
with
can
that.
remember a girl at school I fancied singing. Do you know, like my hips, like not the hips don't lie. What was the first one? Like look at my breasts so small and humble,
wherever.
like mountains or something. Yeah, singing
yeah.
that, and I was like, something's awakened in me. And I was like, I didn't know what it was. I didn't understand the metaphor of the mountains, but I was like, there's something in that.
I used to live with a girl at uni, and she'd say this proudly, so I'll tell her. She used to sing "Hips Don't Lie," but she changed the words to "I'm on tonight, my hips don't lie, and I'm really stringy."
Wow.
God,
Stringy.
something for everyone in this podcast. That's
There
what
is,
we've
isn't
learned.
Yeah, we've gone from Westlife to
Well,
Bright
I'll tell
stringy.
you my guilty pleasure,
Go on.
cheesy song, right? But it is also one of probably the highlights of my life. My favourite guilty song, what I always sing when I'm drunk, and my mate's got a compilation of about 10 of them, is Bonnie Tyler.
Oh,
Turn around every now and that one, right?
yeah. Don't sing it too much; you'll get copyright struck.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
I like seeing dogs reacting to it on speakers. Actually
that's
turning
so
around.
funny.
It's one of my favourite videos. If you haven't seen that, Google it, man. It's like
good on, look.
thick dogs are one of my favourite things. Not like in a
Dogs are the
sexual way.
best.
Yeah,
Did
dogs
you
are
say
the
fit
best.
dogs?
Thick,
Oh,
like stupid.
I thought you said fit dogs.
Dogs. Oh yeah.
There really is something for everyone.
There are more attractive dog breeds than others, I admit, but I'm not going to go down that
Love a
route.
good
Oh yeah, we
spaniel.
are.
Yeah,
What's the fittest dog breed?
it's dog.
Husky.
Do you think?
No, huskies scare the shit out of me.
I like
man.
they got blue
No,
eyes,
huskies
though.
are cute.
What's
So
that one with the
wolf-like.
blue tongue there, man?
Oh, those like
Like they've been eating loads of
blueberries. Yeah, my mate's got like
chows.
chow
Yeah,
things.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're mad. I just think I don't know. I'm not sport about it. I like spaniels.
Yeah.
Of course you like spaniels, Mike, because your hair's part.
Yeah.
That's what you bring into the
I'm
barbers.
a King Charles.
Yeah.
Mate of mine was terrified of all dogs, and we were trying to describe to him a Weimaraner, if you've ever seen one of them.
Oh, my
they're-
favourite dog.
They're
They're
like
the ones that play the piano.
They,
Aren't
they look like they're wet. They look like they're made out of suede, and
It's
they've
like-
got
Yeah.
amazing.
they've
isn't
got red eyes. And he's going, "No, that's not a real fucking dog." And one came round the corner. And he was just like, "I told you."
it? They look like an expensive pair of shoes. They're amazing.
Yeah, they're beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah.
Definitely my favourite dog.
There we
Then.
go.
Wonder
If
if
you
you
if
could
you want to
get
email in your fittest dog, let us know.
I'm gonna go golden retriever for the fittest dog.
Leggy, blonde, stupid.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Really trusting.
Big tongue. Big tongue. Flat.
Should we do some top fives?
Absolutely.
Yeah, go on then.
Top five worst. So top five worsts for today. I was going to go with top 5 worst things to say or do on a first date.
Oh, okay.
So you sent me this yesterday. And it concerned me because I was like, is this what you think is a first date? This might be my worst first date. Turning up and it's 3 men with facial hair sat in a room with no
We're
windows.
auditioning a fourth.
Lock the doors.
Wheeling the spaniel.
So my first one then would be, we've got a podcast and we need a fourth.
I've got that written down. Have you listened to my podcast? It's the worst thing to say on a date.
Do you think?
Sure, I think it is, man.
Have you listened to my podcast?
But how big-headed is that? If you know what I mean?
It
Like,
is.
I think it's like being like, oh, do you not know me? Well, listen to me podcast and do your research first. Oh, no.
No, that'd be grim. That'd be a bit of an ick. Yeah, you're right. To be
It's
fair,
not for me.
yeah. One for me would be like, you know, if they smelt like your mum,
Yeah.
like wore the same perfume
Oh.
or something like that.
I mean,
that
that's
your
not
mum-
really something you say.
say or do.
Oh, say
Like,
or do,
sort of
okay.
Say or do on a first date. That would be like,
Ooh, you smell like my mum.
yeah, you smell
Do you
like
want
my
to
mum.
meet her?
Oh, yeah. Because I'd struggle to hide my hard on.
How much do you earn? It's got to be a good one.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I love what do you earn.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
See, I went a bit more
That's what you
literal
want to ask.
and thought about things people have actually said to me on first dates.
Perfect.
The worst one, not the worst, but one of the worst ones I can think of was we went to the pictures, me and this girl, and she came out and I said, what do you think? And she went, oh, it was good, but I usually like films. Do you not have opinions?
Yeah.
And it wasn't a
Aren't
good
they
film.
them little blue creatures with one eye? Yellow.
I usually like films.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking bad, that, to be
Yeah.
fair.
And
I think cinema's the worst thing to do on a date.
it's a terrible
First
date.
date.
What
yeah.
do you want to do? Let's get to know each other by sitting in silence in a dark room for an
Yeah,
hour
but
and a
at
half.
least that's what it's like, a precursor to what had happened.
So I've never had a first date.
Have you not?
Never had a date. Never had a first date.
Have you?
You've been in
Yeah, relationships, yeah. I've always got to know people, like everyone I've gone out with.
But
I've
surely
kind of
when
met
you've
through
got to
work.
know
You
them-
must have had a first.
Has it
No,
never
it can't.
ventured into that?
It's never gone to like, oh well, let's go out on a date. It's
What
always
did you
been,
call that? Stockholm theory.
yeah. They
Kidnap.
just, yeah, they just. No, it's. I've never actually been on like an official
so you just like
first
wear them
date.
down?
Yeah, that's how I get. Yeah, I grow on people like a fungus.
You'll do.
Yeah, eventually they're just like, oh, well, he's here now, isn't he? Like, he's been
We're all
hanging
getting
around for a
older.
while. Yeah, so I've
But
never
how do
actually...
you make that transition?
Fingering.
Yeah. That's when you know. That's when you know it's...
Is it
it's
work nights out? Is that when it sort of...
work nights
different?
out, parties,
Yeah.
that sort of thing, and then things happen
Yeah.
on them parties and stuff, but you've been like talking for a while and stuff, and might have been a bit of flirting, but it's never... I've never actually been on like, let's go on a first date.
Wow.
It's always been...
First dates,
Progressed into something.
I did, but it's a long time ago, but it used to be dead awkward, I thought, going on a first date. I mean, I think
It still is.
the world's changed a little bit now as well with the internet, isn't it? Because now you've got like volume, haven't you, if you get what I mean. You can have a different person every night off these
I mean,
dating
I
apps.
do.
But when I was thinking, you basically have to just get someone drunk in a pub, which is sort of frowned upon now, isn't it? That's how it used to work.
Yeah, Joe, it is. Yeah.
There's a tricky... Like, the thing that I've got some, like, friends, and they'll make sure they ring the guy before. If they've never met him before, they'll ring him or FaceTime him
I think
just to be
that's
sure. Which is
reasonable,
it's really sensible. But it's like, if you suspect they might be a killer, why are you still going on that date?
It'd be good though, wouldn't it? You know what I mean?
It's like, they might kill me, but I do want to get on Netflix
it's-
eventually.
Yeah, as I say,
It's
everyone
sort of one
fancies Dharma.
It's sort of one up from a danger wank, isn't it?
Like, if I ever went on Tinder, I think my third picture on Tinder would be my DBS. You know, just to show that I'm not dangerous. I'm not gonna. But then I'd be like, me think he doth protest too much. Maybe, do you know what I mean?
It's not in date anymore.
Yeah.
Someone
your
said
name.
to me,
Is
like,
that Tipex?
when I
his
went
name.
to Newcastle recently, like, you should go on Tinder. You might meet someone while you're in Newcastle. And I ended up deleting it after one person because the profile picture was a black rest in peace portrait for the Queen.
Wow.
What, so the Queen was on it?
Well, no, just a fan.
I actually think you've got to lower your standards.
I was just like, nah, this is too much.
That'd be great, wouldn't it? First date with the Queen.
How is that anyone's Tinder profile?
I don't know. I really don't
I'm
know.
really not interested, but look how much I loved the Queen.
I'm very patriotic.
Yeah, super patriotic.
I'm still sad a year on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was the nation's grandma.
She was lovely to me after I crashed that Merc.
Fucking hell. Not a halo, it's a steering wheel.
The worst,
Take that smirk off your face.
the worst I've had on a first date is a girl genuinely just went through photos of her ex and was like, "Do you think he's fit?"
No.
For ages, like we went through loads of photos, and she was like, "Going, do you think he's fit?" I was like, "Yeah, I think so. I think he's probably fitter than me. Yeah, I think." She's like, "Yeah, I don't know what to do," and I was like,
Probably don't be here.
"Yeah." But weird thing is, then she went to the toilets, and I was like, "Fuck, this is not going to go anywhere." And she came back to it. "Oh, there's a few of my mates are over there. They say you're quite fit," and suddenly we were on a date. And it was like she just needed the approval from other people. Am I proud to say that I went home to hers that night? No, but still,
You sound like you are a bit.
yeah. I did have to wear the ex's mask. throughout the-
Call me Gary.
yeah.
Can you put this t-shirt on? It still smells a bit.
Oh, God.
that was awkward. I was like, do you think-
And Tommy's mum.
I dated a girl twice, actually. First date, we just met up and had coffee, walked down Liverpool. Seemed fine. She was into music and that. Next day, we actually went to St. Helens for the free music festival. And I thought, this is going well. A second date, I'm going to at least get a
I'm
snob.
going to take her to St. Helens.
She picked it. She wanted to go and watch Shed 7 because they were headlining for free. And I'm thinking halfway through the date, this isn't...
she likes a bargain. She likes music.
Yeah, this isn't going well. I'm not getting chemistry. And she starts crying in the middle of the pub because we were taking a break between bands because the Stereophonics cover of Handbags and Glad Rags came on. And she went, "The guy I really want to go out with did a cover of this and I'm just so emotional." And I went, "All right." So we stayed to watch the rest of the festival then, and she was like, yeah, we are.
And you went straight on guitartab.com and were like, "Gotta learn this now."
What was it she said?
Do you like Creed?
Yeah.
She said to me, "You'd be handsome if you weren't so fat."
Oh. No.
Yeah.
I've had that.
Really?
I don't. Yeah.
So
a
would
woman,
you if you were so unconscious?
And you went, "You'd be surprised."
A woman I was working with, I was like sat there, and she came over and she rubbed my belly. No. Literally
luck.
rubbed it.
Did you grant her 3 wishes?
And went, imagine how you've got a beautiful face. Imagine how beautiful you'd be if you lost some weight. Yeah.
Is that what she says to you?
Yeah.
Bring her back up and go, ha ha!
They will never find her. Ever. Never.
She's at a free music
No,
festival.
she was a horrible cunt. I can say that now because I've left that place. So yeah, she was a horrible cunt.
It's not needed.
It wasn't Stacey, was it?
Well,
Her name wasn't Stacey.
no.
If I'm dead honest, I quite like H.
You like what?
H.
Heroin?
No.
Or from steps?
Oh,
Fucking hell, mate.
Everyone looked at me then like it was a fiend.
So confused.
Yeah.
I thought you meant the rap.
I was like, I know
Lost.
you've lost a lot of weight, mate. I didn't know that's how you'd done it.
Yeah.
there was that tricky day for him, though, when we all found out his name was Ian Watkins.
Is it?
What H?
Yeah, his real name's Ian Watkins, and Fox News, but disgraced singer.
Yeah.
And he was the first Ian Watkins that came up on Google, so he took them for a fortune.
God.
It's not even Harry Watkins, is it?
No, it's Ian Watkins, the guy from Lost Prophets. But he's like Ian H. Watkins.
I think that's a better picture to put up than him in steps.
Yeah. Megalols.
God.
He got stabbed, didn't
Yeah, shame that.
he? Yeah. No, recently. That Lost Prophets game.
No, he got kidnapped and tortured in prison. I mean,
Prison.
What?
Turns out it's a bad place.
Yeah, I would not do good in prison.
I think you would.
No. Look at me.
No, but I mean, you could sleep on you.
Yeah. I'm beautiful. I'd be like a buffet in there, me.
Would you?
Yeah.
I would not do well in prison.
No.
Not a
I'm
chance.
too soft.
Yeah. I am.
I've watched that Shawshank Redemption, so I'd have a little bit of an idea, you know.
You're just going to bite someone's dick off.
I love that film. It's a great film.
It's a good film.
It's feel good at that.
Yeah.
I did watch one of those world's toughest prison documentaries, and there was a jail in Mexico. It's basically a town with a circular wall around it, and all the people who go in are proper hardcore criminals. I think I told you about it,
yeah.
where they have the young boy house,
Oh.
and if you live in the young boy house, you're 18 and under, and you have to stay awake at all times because the non's house
It's next door.
They try and
Who's
attack it.
planned that? Who's done that?
But there's
But they have got a belting football team.
under 18s are super fit. No, but they have the mayor of jail. They have a council of jail who goes and talks to the guards. Wow. And some people, because it's all cartels, are allowed to bring the families in and that. And all the guards do is walk around the circle at the top, and if it looks like it's kicking off, they'll just fire in a bit.
God.
Fire in a bit, like with a gun.
Yeah.
Fucking
That would be a
hell.
mad job, wouldn't it, that? We get up in the morning, what am I going to do today?
I read once, like, the life of a copper in Mexico City, the lifespan's 30 minutes.
Bloody hell.
Who keeps applying?
Yeah.
That's mad,
Job sent to
isn't
make 'em, mate. Do you know what I mean? Got to keep that UC, aren't they?
Do you know if you were in prison though, what would you like? I think I'd love to get like proper ripped.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying
Your
like,
arsehole would.
Yeah.
it? Do you know what you need? Fitbit.
Yeah, there we go. Back in.
Walking that perimeter
Yeah.
circle.
It does sound like a prison. Like you'd be doing the same thing, just walking around your cell the whole time.
Keeping an eye on the non's house.
Yeah. They keep you going.
I'd be the worst in prison.
Would you?
Yeah.
Well, out of all of us, you think you'd be the worst?
Yeah, I think so.
What makes you think?
I just don't like new people. Like, for
think you
me,
get-
for me having
You
to,
would get to know them.
Pretty
having to
personally.
room with somebody that I've never met and I know that they're not nice before
Well, you might be nice.
What are you going to prison for?
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Ideally a sex crime because listen, there's logic.
Notoriously popular in prison, sex criminals.
Yeah, but there's logic to it because they put you on a separate. They don't put you in Gen Pop, do they?
they put you in the non-sword wing.
Yeah, but they're not going to fight you, are they? They're all old.
They're
and
not going for
fucking-
him.
We just
Yeah, exactly.
they put Watkins in the non's prison and they still
They still went and got him.
yeah.
I'd plead insanity, mate.
Yeah,
Straight off
I'd
the
do
bat.
something on the first day so I could get put in segregation.
Like eat someone or something.
Yeah,
But then, is prison as bad as they say? 'Cause, like, you sort of hear about some of them and they're like, they got PS4.
Yeah.
It's like, it's just like
Yeah,
being
but
at uni.
PS5's out now, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know, you
prison in
graphics
Sweden
is
looks fucking
shit,
cool.
aren't
Going, this is prison. It's awful. The Wi-Fi's terrible.
Can't play online.
Yeah. So no, I bet they are. I bet the amount of times you've been on FIFA online and it's
Yeah.
been someone in fucking prison absolutely doing you in.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm not a gamer.
No.
No, so
Oh
I'll probably not
yeah.
go
Prison
to
would be a
prison then.
nightmare for you then.
Yeah, I'll probably leave prison then.
Would
Because
you do all the weightlifting and that?
yeah, I probably would. It'd give me an excuse to do. I'd probably still fucking find an excuse, though, wouldn't I?
Well, that lad got out of Wandsworth
tired.
prison, didn't he, recently? Pretty easily.
Oh, do you?
yeah.
No, the one
yeah.
he's the one who's now pleading innocence.
He's saying, I didn't escape, which to be fair, he didn't because he's actually back in. So I kind of agree with him.
But did he have a day off?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he got caught.
He went to Chiswick. He got 2 days. All he got to was to Chiswick. He got to go to get
How
a
far
£7
Chiswick's
pint and he
away?
went, stick me back in. It was like 30 minutes, 40 minutes away.
really?
Because I used to walk past one to a prison. It wasn't far from where I lived. And I'm not joking. Once, a guy, I don't know if he was doing it for a laugh, grey jumpsuit, but like solid shoes, pegged out of the prison. I'm not even kidding. And I was like, I was with my mate. I was like, should we report that? And he went, nah.
If I was one of the guards,
like,
that's how I'd leave.
That's how I
work.
leave every time.
Every day.
If he was like, I want 2 more miles.
I remember being a kid and like one of the dickhead things we used to do in town back when I could run was walk around till we saw a copper and go, go!
Just start running.
Yeah. Oh, we hadn't done nothing. Then we'd
Yeah.
just slow down when the copper caught up to us and be like,
We
"Right."
used to do it over this farmer's field who we knew would shoot you with a rice gun.
A rice gun?
Yeah.
Salt gun, yeah,
Yeah.
salt gun.
Yeah,
maybe.
same sort of thing, yeah. But we knew he'd come out if you went on his field, so we'd walk round and then like go to where his house was, call him a wanker, and then start running over his field. And he'd come out in his old Range Rover and start just fucking pelting you with
doing
rice gun.
drive-bys.
Yeah,
See,
fucking
this is
great.
if you got a Fitbit, this is all motivation to
Yeah.
keep you going. See that this is what people need. Joe Wick's doing, and who's got the motivation to get in your living room and start sweating? No,
Yeah.
you need to piss off a local farmer and absolutely peg it.
He's the only person that wasn't praying for the end of that pandemic, wasn't he?
No.
Like he needed that.
Yeah,
Cunt.
I think he screwed himself because he did all that for free. And he was like, he thought it'd be like 2 weeks. He'd be like, yeah, I can give away 2 weeks. 3
Now he's
months
gotta
he was doing it,
charge.
Yeah.
and he couldn't stop.
He's
Yeah.
the Russell Brand of the fitness world.
Yeah,
Years of content, now you've got to pay.
Yeah.
Do you reckon that's what she called the Prime Minister lady who said that the naughtiest thing she'd ever done was run through a field a week?
Theresa May.
Yeah, that's what she was doing about.
Do you think that's what he's doing?
Yeah.
She's at that farmer's field in Adoc going, hey, you wanker.
You know the way people say kids are cruel?
Yeah.
Kids are fucking sadistic. When me and my mates were young, and I didn't lead this, but it was my mate, I joined in. What we used to do, because I lived right by my school, was run home, get on our bikes, ride back to school to get a chase off the caretaker. Not to get a chase, but so we could take the piss out of him for being an alkie.
No.
We'd be like, if you catch us, Joe, you can have a pint.
Love it. I don't even know if it was a true rumor, but there was on this estate where we used to hang out was this guy, and everyone was like, he's a nonce, he's a pedo.
Oh, there's always...
And
Anyone that works
it was
for school.
known with all the kids that's the nonce house. So every night we would fucking go buy 6 eggs from the co-op, go around and just pelt his house with eggs, and then just get a chase off him. But he gave up dead easy, so I don't think he was a nonce.
He didn't have the motivation of a nonce.
He'd only chase you for a little bit.
He had the real
until he did his
opportunity
10,000
to do
steps.
Did you wear your short shorts?
Yeah, I always had short shorts.
You got shorts on today.
Yeah.
I'm that person.
You should
Always
wear
wear
the
shorts
post office.
every day.
He should have done the nonce version of Home Alone with you.
Yeah, he
Traps,
Yeah,
mousetrap cage.
yeah.
When we were kids, we used to get this wig. We had this big wig we got from somewhere, like a woman's wig, right? And then we used to get a piece of rope and tie it, and then we used to pull it across the road like an animal. And then when people stopped and got out, throw yogurt at them.
Why yogurt? Which brand of yogurt?
Sure, you still the stuff what you'd had your cock in to get rid of it.
Muller Light.
Yeah. No, what's it called? What you used to do?
Muller
that?
corner because they were sharp.
Yeah.
No, just don't know. You used to just get like ski yogurt and.
Nice.
That's so Altrincham, that. Isn't it?
Yeah. It's ski yogurt from the Alps.
It's that organic.
Yes. Don't worry. Come on.
Some muesli.
I remember
Chuck us a yackle, maybe. My guts have been off.
my mate's big brother, I think he had a learning issue, but he used to like setting fires. We went onto the field by our house to watch him set a fire one day. It wasn't because he liked the smoke or the burning. He liked watching the fire engines turn up. But we couldn't start a fire this day because it was too wet.
Oh.
But yeah.
So you just made the noise instead for him.
I don't know why we were hanging around with a 30-year-old, to be fair.
There was always one of them, though.
No,
wasn't
he
there?
was about 17, but yeah. We were like 10.
When we used to hang around on the, like, you know, when you hang around on the park, like, drinking when you're, like,
Yeah.
15, 16, there was always, like, a 27-year-old lad who just still hung out with us.
But you'd let him because he'd buy the alcohol.
Yeah,
But then you were like, why were you doing
Yeah,
that?
he'd go in, and then he'd just sit with us. Barely talk, but just... And then we'd egg his house.
Yeah. Non's house. It was, do you know when you were first trying to get alcohol when you were young? Like, the weird excuses worked was like, a lad had got, because you're supposed to be 18 when you get a tattoo. He used to just go in, he had this tattoo and it'd gone bad, it'd gone gangrenous because he's got it like done badly. But he used to go in and be like, you got any ideas? Like, yeah, mate. And he's just like, get this like horrible tattoo out. And they'd be like, he's like, you got to be 18 to get that. And they'd be like, fair enough, yeah. And they give him booze, but like the limit, they knew he was under 18, so they'd be like, no spirits. It's like they want to profit, but they got their limits all the time.
The shops when I was young used to serve you booze, no problem. Fireworks the same and that. But it's all
Yeah, but in the 1920s,
It was mead,
they had
though,
a loose.
Meat.
A flagon of meat.
Yeah, the local monastery was very kind.
I was a dork. I wasn't like out drinking and that, but I remember going to buy a GTA.
It was the only way girls would let you finger them. That was the only way.
They still won't.
Yeah.
I remember going to buy GTA when I was 15. I think it was
GTA car.
Vice City.
Oh, right, the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vice
And I was with a mate of mine, and we tried to blag that we were cousins. He was Chinese.
Right, which one of
Quite
you did
distant.
which one of you did the eye impression?
Well, he was more qualified than me.
Why was the cousins things going to make you older?
I was like, he can prove him 18. We're cousins in our fucking school uniforms.
Did you get it?
No.
I had to do that at the cinemas trying to watch Dude, Where's My Car with my mate.
Fucking hell.
I had to get him to like the cinema to ring me mum, and she would so that she could tell him that I was 15. I wasn't. I think I was 13 or 14, and they rang me mum, and she was like, "Yeah, sure, he's fucking 50. Like, I don't fucking care. Why are you ringing me?" And how is that proof? That could have been anybody's
I was
number.
going to
Couldn't
say,
it?
you could have just gone outside and been like, he's 18.
Yeah. Why don't you just do what I did? Like, you buy a ticket for one thing, and then you see the back of the movie theatre as like a buffet of whatever you want to see.
That's what we ended up doing that day, because they then didn't believe that it was my mum. So we got tickets for Dungeons and Dragons.
They were just fucking about.
That's
with you.
just come out, mate. What are you on about?
No, there was one in the early 2000s.
No
It's
worries.
fucking shocking.
Yeah. And then we just walked into Dude, Where's My Car?
Always do
Which
that.
was spectacular at the time. Yeah. Weird.
Did that with Sin City, even though I was 18.
Oh, Sin City was great, wasn't it?
I loved that film back in the
Yeah.
day. Yeah,
Yeah. Phenomenal.
I used to love going into cinemas and taking as much food in as I could. And it got to the point where I was taking in a full KFC in a bag. I'd bring a specific bag. I'd be like, I'd like blaggets. Like, if a girl was coming on a date, I'd be like, don't worry, I'll get some food. And she'd be like, what? I was like, full KFC bucket came out. Be like, what are they going to do? What are they going to do? And my bag stank of chicken forever. But it was brilliant, man. It was the thrill.
I've seen someone in the cinemas pulling Tupperware out of the bag, literally brought leftovers from that, like fucking eating a cold lasagna. Watching a film.
Waiting at the hospital to get whatever done, and I was waiting. You sat there and you're a bit worried and everything. And the lady next to us had 2 kids with her, and she got pans out with a curry. Started dishing it all out, literally, she'd done it in pans, brought the pans and dishing it all out.
That's planning for an operation, that.
Hospital food shit though, innit? So you
I
wouldn't.
know, but I was like, wow, and I'm gutted because I was hoping she'd go. Fancy
That would have sounded like a brass band coming into like the cinema though. You're not sneaking that in. What's that in your bag? Don't you mind?
Booner, shut the fuck up. I'm blasé with that now at the cinema. I just take my own food anyway.
They don't care.
No, they don't. You're literally allowed to.
Yeah.
I think it was just a myth, wasn't it, that you couldn't take your own stuff to the cinema. I just walk in with my Asda bags now.
I was the youngest, and I'd get strapped
big
up
shop.
like Midnight Express.
Yeah. But that was part of the thrill though.
Yeah.
Of it, of going to cinema, sneaking in as much as you could. It's like when you could, because round near me, so like we have a brass band contest in like Saddleworth.
That must have disrupted the film.
Oh, it was a nightmare. But like, basically, it was the first time you drank underage. That was the whole thrill of it. So it's like they used to put loads of plastic policemen on and stuff like that, and you'd have your bag full of cans. And like, we loved it because you'd like sprint through fields to get past it, and it was the best thing. You didn't watch a single brass band. Then we went when we were 18. We went to the pub and we went, oh fuck, it's shit, innit, this?
Yeah.
And it was like the thrill had gone. The whole point was like to get like try and not get caught. And we all had like, whose name you saying if you get caught? Because when I was younger, if you got caught twice, they'd send a letter to your parents' house.
Yeah.
So you'd have to say someone else's name from school. And someone was called James P. Sullivan, like the monster from Monsters Inc. And he was the nicest lad, and it got stuck in my head. And so like I remember saying that, and I felt so bad. And I made up his address though, so I don't think it ever got to him. But sorry, Sully, I've still got him on Facebook. I know you're engaged and you look very happy, but if you've got a criminal record, it might be because of me.
He's done all right for himself, hasn't he?
Exactly, yeah, he's got 2 films.
Self-employed business owner.
Yeah. We've had an email in.
Wow.
For the Murtaugh list.
Okay.
The Murtaugh list.
Yeah, the Murtaugh list. So
Better explain what that is.
yeah, so the whole point of Lethal Weapons was we're too old for this shit, a bit like what Murtaugh says on Lethal Weapon.
Right.
So we do a section. We've not done it for a couple of weeks actually, have we? With the Murtaugh list.
We have got a proper bucket somewhere.
Yeah, where people will write in or will think of things that are we too old to still be doing
I
this
remember now, yeah.
sort of thing. So we had an email in, first time in a while actually.
If people want to email us, look at this and do product things.
Yeah.
What do they need to do? Can you remember it?
Yeah, so you can email your stuff into tw@lethalweapons.co.uk.
Yes.
Sweet.
Like and subscribe.
You could put that on the screen there.
I
Yeah,
could
you
do if I knew how to do it.
And if you're a producer and you don't charge anything, get in touch.
We're looking for a 5th.
Hi guys.
Must be muscly.
I've recently started dating someone online. I'm 52 and I've been single since
Stop.
my 30s.
Just stop, mate. That's enough.
You're too old.
I thought you were going to sing Vanilla Ice.
I live in the UK, but she is from Wisconsin in the US.
No.
Bad idea. Don't know.
We've been talking for around a year and we plan to meet up in the new year. She's 37 and the chat can be quite sexually charged at times, and she has sent me some risque photographs.
Have you done video?
He can't hear.
Yeah. Has he sent the photos?
Yeah. Where are we up to?
Risque chat.
Risque.
Yeah. So she has sent me some risque photographs. She has also asked me to send them back to her, which I am yet to do. I'm not very confident.
So he's kept her photos. That's really rude of her.
And I just feel like in my 50s, I'm too old to be sending pictures of my privates to somebody online. We have had video chat, so I know she's real.
All right.
Okay.
Could you please give me some advice on this? Am I too old to be sexting and sending nudes to someone I've never met?
I've never sent a nude.
No.
Never?
Never.
Like any kind?
I'm not going to lie. The reason I'm straight is because I think cocks look fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
And mine, like, I've got my own, and do you know what? It's useful for me.
Yeah.
For anyone else, I'm surprised it gets a look in. I just don't think there's any position you can send it that makes a dick look nice. And maybe it's just because they're not for me.
Just put that bunny filter on.
Yeah.
You know, on Snapchat. It's got some ears and it looks nice. And it looks like a newborn rabbit.
Yeah, that's what I think. Anything that covers it, yeah, great.
Mine looks like a shrew.
Shrew.
Shrew's
Oh, that
nose.
was too descriptive.
Shrew's
It's drooping.
nose.
It's like, oh god. I think.
I think that. So she's a lady. No,
She is a lady.
Whoa.
So
She's
person in
37.
the email is a lady.
No.
No, he's a man,
Yes.
and she's met a lady.
Do we have to explain how sex works now? He's a man, he's a woman. They're very much in love.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Do you want me to explain it quick again?
No. Just go through it for me so I get it.
In the
He's
beginning.
52.
And lives in Wisconsin.
He lives here.
And she lives in Wisconsin.
They've met online.
Yeah.
She's been sending him nudes.
Yeah.
They've been chatting for about a year. They plan to meet up. He's going to go travel over there to go meet her.
They've done video as well.
They've done video chat, so
No,
he
I get
knows
that
she's
now.
real.
Yeah, no, I couldn't work out which era.
But
So,
she's now asking him to send some pictures as well.
She's asking him to send some pictures. Just send someone else's.
He's saying, is he too... Purple Ackies.
Yeah, of course. It doesn't matter, does it?
Is he too old for it?
There's enough content on the internet to send someone else's.
Yeah.
Well, Hugh Edwards says otherwise, in my opinion.
So, 30 grand?
I thought it was 17 grand.
I'd have done that for 30 grand.
Maybe it was after tax.
Yeah.
Would you?
Yeah, what would have been minimum amount if say someone who's listening to this podcast goes, I really want to see your dick.
Yeah.
What's the minimum amount you'd send that over for?
Haribo.
10 LMB.
Like the butlers, is that?
What is that to so you know what ratio it is compared to it?
Yeah. It's half an LMB. It's an L.
No thanks.
And it's actually weirdly, it's brown on the bottom.
My birthmark's on my dick. True story.
And they can't have taken the tokens off the pack because you're saving up.
Yeah, I'd do that. If someone said 30 grand, I'd send them as many dick pics as they wanted.
You get when you not get bored of it after a bit, though.
No.
What, a board of 30 grand?
No.
I'd just take loads in one day. You know, just have a 24-hour stint of taking loads of pictures, yeah. And then just send them one a day.
What if you put you in compromising positions then to do it though? So they wanted one of you in the hospital and one of you
in the hospital?
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Niche,
Sexy.
Yeah.
Can you put a tube in it?
Yeah.
Or, at the ice cream van.
I'm not getting my cock out of the ice cream van again.
Mind that child.
Stuff. Frozen food, so you'd have to helicopter it up a bit.
A bit of slap.
Has she already seen the video chatted?
Yeah.
That's what I want to know is, has she already seen it? Because surely, if they've been sexual, so she's not seen it.
She's not seen him in any sort of sexual way, but she sent him pictures.
That would be my genuine advice, would be do it in a way that you feel comfortable with.
Yeah.
It's not really fair you've seen hers.
It's not, is it? I think that. If
you don't want to send
them,
pictures, just be like, I'll show you it on camera.
Yeah.
I think if she's sending pictures of a minge, she's a slapper and you can do better.
Oh, slut shaming.
Bloody hell.
Wow. Now do you believe he's a granddad?
Yeah.
If I had a daughter, right? And no, but
You do?
Yeah.
no, I haven't. I've got a granddaughter.
Well,
She lives in Wisconsin.
Yeah. Say that. No, I think It's usually the other way around, isn't it? Though it's usually the blokes that send the pictures.
I was going to say, am I the only one here that sent a nude?
No, I have. I've sent.
Well, no, I've got
pictures
it.
of me dick.
What position did you send it in?
The most flattering one I could find.
Party pack coke can.
Yeah. I've only ever sent to people who've asked in the first place as well.
Yeah. Let's say like she's asked for
I've
it as
never
well.
I've never sent it unsolicited.
Well, that's the thing. Like, it depends how much you trust her, I guess.
That's why you never put your face in it.
Yeah.
That's the only time I ever double check, mate, if you've got the right person you're sending it to. You know, 'cause only just send a text. Oh shit! But when you're like, oh, how would you deal with that? Am I just sending you around the picture? You know.
Again.
Why did she tell you?
Well, I've had it where, like, I think it was a girl I was seeing at uni, and like, my mum was using my iPad. I didn't realise
cloud share.
All my photos popped up onto there, and it wasn't anything bad. And like, she knew it. It was my girlfriend at the time, and my mum went, "Is it going well with her then?" I was like, "What do you mean?"
At least
and she went,
cool about
"Thanks
it.
for lending me your iPad." I was like, "God."
Did you go on that?
No, I was like, she was like, "Fair play. It's nice to get to know her better."
And now you've met me mum.
And now you've met her in a long way.
Looking like some of my best work, that.
Did she have like a wide on?
No, it was just.
Did you just say the words wide on?
Yeah.
It was just breasticles, to be fair. So I think that's all right.
Getting it, a wide on.
I think when... Oh, mate. I'm wide on.
Not when you say that to him. I promise you that.
No.
You cannot go into the
I think that's the worst.
Gonna see you wide on.
And now a pause in the podcast for you to vomit.
Wow. If you've been affected by anything that's been said...
Joey's going in for sensitivity training next week.
Yeah. We do offer a chance for you to stitch your vagina closed permanently after listening to this podcast.
Yeah, it's a good job we don't have HR in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he should do it though. I think he should definitely take some pictures of his dick and send it to her. If they're
Do it in a way that's comfortable for
I
her.
think
wanky
what you
video
should do
for
is
her.
save up and go over and do it real.
He is going over.
Well,
but
then why send the pictures?
because they're far apart, they have needs, don't they?
Is he worried though? Here's the risk though.
Yeah.
You send it and she sees it, she goes, "Don't come over."
A thought I've had for a while, though, is we live in the age of the 3D printer.
Yeah.
You could send her a try before you buy.
Yeah.
Well, you can do that. You can get like you can put your lad in a in like this like plastic mold,
Yeah.
and then make a dildo that is a Udo. And,
Udo!
and you can.
That's what I
post
call
that
it,
over.
mate.
If you didn't know who
That
you
sounds
were,
like a Scouse term. That. Did you know?
If you didn't know what you were doing, it would be Cluedo. Not a Cluedo.
So you could do that. Maybe instead of being like, "I've done you one better,"
Yeah.
post that over.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends how confident you are.
Now wait 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Matt, paying the tax on that though.
Yeah.
When it comes to the other end, sending it in a clear box.
Yeah, with your name underneath, like a museum piece.
You'd have to put it in a fucking massive box, wouldn't you?
He's a bit older. He could call it the museum piece.
Night in the museum.
I reckon, yeah.
History comes alive.
It's not going to get better than that one. I'll be honest.
So I don't think you're too old for it.
No,
because
I don't either.
The amount of people that do get prosecuted for sending them anyway, you're not too old for sending news, sadly. But she's asked for it, so I think...
What happens? I'd send it in sepia.
Wax cylinder.
Or if you think you're too old, just send it via fax.
You go with loads of lines and
Prints
circles.
one bit at a time to add some anticipation.
Comes through in binary.
It'll look longer then as well.
You can photocopy it.
Yeah.
I had a situation when I was a younger man where I was not too confident about myself and someone had said something unkind. And I was chatting to a friend and she was like, "Tell you what, I'll have a look and I'll tell you honestly." She's married, polyamorous, and she said, "I've no problem," and it's a friend situation. And then a few months later, she's like, "I'm so sick of getting dick pics. Men send me dick pics. You're the only one who's never sent me a dick pic." And I went like, "Scroll back." And you asked for it. You offered.
So you sent your mate a dick pic.
And she forgot about it. That's a bit...
But she was very kind and complimentary
Nice.
Oh, nice.
at the time. But yeah. But she did ask for it and then forgot.
So that was more of like That wasn't a sexy dick pic. That
No,
was like
that was
a
a
medical one.
That was a
Anatomical.
reassurance.
Yeah. So what did you position that differently from then the rest of the dick pics?
No, I tried to go honest on that one.
You weren't honest. the rest of
I think that's the
veil.
best way to do it with one of them, innit?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you still give it a bit of a bit of a fluff.
Well, maybe that's the advice then. Find a mutual friend who wouldn't mind looking at your penis,
Yeah, that's great
getting the
advice.
confirmation,
Yeah,
and being like, "Does it look too old?"
yeah.
Would your mum count for that or?
Yeah. Go on family sharing.
On your iPad.
Yeah, that'd be the worst if your mum complimented it, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Proud of you, son.
I've got a
Looks
wide
just
on.
like your dad's.
Oh.
Or if she could still... But ideally, she wouldn't have seen it since she was a baby. Ideally. And then if she said, but she could pick it out of a lineup, that'd be the worst,
That'd be
wouldn't it?
like,
Because then it's not
what's that
changed.
film I've done
That's
on
all.
48?
Well, yours got a birthmark on it,
Yeah,
so
I've
yes.
got a birthmark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
About that big.
Yeah.
What's that film?
Porkies.
No, the Porkies.
You're thinking of Naked Attraction.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Film.
No, your mum could pick you out on that.
Yeah.
I think what it is though as well, it's like sometimes it's hard to put yourself out as sexual.
Oh,
Like, you know what I mean? It feels really like it's really personal. So if you could somehow make it like funny, like maybe you put your dick into like different film or famous
I'll
photos.
tell you what would be good. You know them red noses?
Yeah.
I put mine into Tiananmen Square.
On the end of the tank.
Yeah.
Lethal weapon.
It's too old for this shit.
Boom. We've got a goal there. I think that's the end. I don't think we can fucking beat that.
Are we done?
Yeah.
I've never did next week we'll have me quick fire.
Oh, do you quick
shit.
fire?
Oh, yeah, do
No,
quick
I've not
fire.
written them.
Well, just ask us something quickly.
No.
Anything you want to plug, Jack? Anything you want to put out there? We'll obviously put all your socials on the description and on screen and stuff as well anyway.
I forgot coming up. I mean, I'm interviewing Bez tonight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Happy Mondays.
Yeah, got an evening with Bez, but that's...
Do you need a third?
Sean Ryder's
No,
doing that.
he's bringing that. No, I can't think that far in
Does he have his
advance.
own maracas, Bez? I bet.
Yeah, Maracas Bez. Yeah, I'm doing he's doing a book tour. So I've read his book and I'm having to go through that with him. So that'll be interesting.
Has he still got that taxi they did for him on there?
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
What's this?
When he won Big Brother, rather than pay his tax debts, he used to have this purple taxi that him and Sean Ryder used to get disco biscuited in and drive round. So he spent his Big Brother winnings getting his taxi pimped.
Well, they say that apparently what happened was because he owed so much in taxes, they just took most of his Big Brother money.
Wow.
He says in the book, he's basically just said he won it,
Yeah.
and I think he kept like 20 grand of it.
Fucking
And then
hell.
basically they saw that he'd won it, he went, that's about right. Took all the winnings. So gutting.
20 grand. If you need some dick pics, I'll send them.
Shit like a maraca.
Yeah.
I think I'm good.
Radio show?
Oh yeah, I do. I'm on XS Manchester quite a lot. I do cover on there, which is good. I don't know. I guess that's it. It's follow my socials is probably the easiest way because things pop up and all that. So Jack and Wood on socials. Nice to meet you. Thank you very much, and cheers for listening to this far. And I apologise for the amount of. It was a phallic episode, but what do you expect from literally a thing called lethal weapon? But yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Really.
Thanks.
Anything you want to plug, Mike? Anything you've got coming up, mate?
Yeah, Nottingham Festival comedy show with Jack Miller. It's called All a Bit Too Much. Don't know the exact date. It's the 6th or the 7th, but Google that, you'll find it.
Is that October or November?
November.
November.
Yeah, and in Leicester, 10th of February next year, I'm doing my first solo work in progress called Swings and Roundabouts. So Leicester Comedy Festival, get on it.
Brilliant.
Amazing.
Socials, but they'll be
We'll do
somewhere.
all that, yeah.
Yeah, definitely get tickets for Mike's shows.
Oh, thank you.
He's fucking brilliant.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Less cock talk in the show, but still a bit.
Just a tip.
How do you call me the iceberg?
It's safe for parents though, so it'll be a PG tip.
Oh.
Ruined it.
Thanks a lot, Jack. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks
Yeah,
a lot.
thank you.
Cheers, lads.